RPGs, also known as role-playing games, is one of my favorite genres of video games, and Mario RPGs are no exception. While I do plan to rank all of the Mario RPGs eventually, today I'm going to be specifically looking at Paper Mario. Now, out of all the ranking videos that I've done so far, this was by far the easiest. Without further ado, let's get into the easy last place.
Help Mario stick it to the bad guys.
Do I really need to explain why Paper Mario Sticker Star is the worst one? Paper Mario Sticker Star is one of the most bland and generic Mario games of all time. The combat sucks, and the bosses are very easy. The story is very confusing, which makes it really hard to know which way you're supposed to go. The music ain't that memorable. Honestly, this is one of the worst Mario games ever made. Like, it's so generic. Trying to find something positive to say about Sticker Star is like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but I'll try. The thing stickers are actually kind of funny and fun to use, and the final boss is decent, but trust me, this game is not worth your time.
Taste the rainbow, motherfucker!
Paper Mario Color Splash, aka Paper Mario Sticker Star, but in HD. Or as I like to call it, Paper Mario Sticker Star 2. Because, like, it's basically Sticker Star, but slightly better, which ain't saying much. Like, the positives and the negatives are literally the same as Sticker Star. However, Color Splash does have something over Sticker Star, and that sometimes it's genuinely funny. Not like the cringy, haha kind of funny, but actually legitimately funny. I don't know, I'm kind of stretching things here. This game still sucks really bad. Like, I just want to get on with the good stuff, okay? Let's just move on. Let's just move on and go on to the good stuff.
We won't let those take this land!
Okay, we're not quite masterpiece level yet, but at least we're on the right track. Paper Mario the Origami King is a solid game. It's actually genuinely funny, and some of the writing is actually really decent. However, it's still not quite as good as the first three games. For one, it does feel a little generic, and the villain's motivation is goofy. He literally races towards Toads just because one Toad scribbled something on his back. But then he goes on a Toad genocide and turns everything into origami. And the origami is lifeless, like Sticker Star and Color Splash before it, which is goofy as hell. However, there is one flaw with Origami King, and that is the combat yet again. The combat is much better than the sticker and the card combat from the previous two, but it's now this lineup stuff. It's like, why is it so hard to go back to the Paper Mario Thousand Year Door and the original combat? Like, why is that so hard? There are a bit of motion controls, which is not a good mix with the Switch.
This is how you eat a Big Mac. How the fuck?
I'm grade A 100% prime cut final boss.
It was a very close call between the top three here, but honestly, I gotta go with Super Paper Mario as my least favorite out of the original three. It's not a bad game by any means, it's just the top two are that good. If we were going based off story alone, this game would be number one. The story in this game is so fresh and deep and like really dark and feels like a Zelda game at times. Some people don't like that the gameplay is not RPG based, but I don't care because of how rich and clean the story is. If there's one flaw with Super Paper Mario, that would be that the puzzles are a bit douchey at the end, but that's very minor. And also it has the best villain in the Mario series. Well, second best, but you get the point.
It's Mario, and he's paper?
It was a really close call between the top three, like I said before, but I had to go with the first game as our second place here. Cause like, oh my god, this game has an insane amount of replayability, and also this is one of the few moments where Bowser almost won. If it wasn't for Peach, Bowser would have won. Bowser bias aside, this game's story is really unique and well written, which is something every modern Paper Mario game lacks. It's really no surprise that despite coming out late in the N64's life cycle, that it became a really popular franchise. The combat is extremely unique. Instead of it being like a typical turn-based RPG, instead you can dodge the enemy's attacks. In some cases they do no damage at all, which is extremely satisfying to pull off if you can do it. Also, each partner has a mode motive to join Mario on his quest. Did I mention that this game has a bunch of personality to it too? How is this game not number 1? Well, if you combine this game's combat system with the story of Super, then you get our number 1 pick, which is... What more could you possibly want out of an RPG? Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door is not a game, it is art. And the more you progress in the story, the better it gets. This art form oozes with charm and creativity. The story is rich and creamy like a chocolate cheesecake. And despite them making fun of Bowser, they do it in a funny way and not in an insulting way. They even give charm and emotion to a literal computer. Even though I said that it was a close call between the top 3, when I finally played this for the first time, I realized it wasn't even close. Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door easily is the best game in the Paper Mario series.